Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Asus RoG DreamLeague. I'm ODPixel, I'm here with Fog. We're ready to see you through the second series of the day. It is, of course, I had Finem once again, but this time they're up against the boys on Liquid. Liquid, of course, this roster working at the moment with GH. We're going to see how he can play out with this one. And the drafts, I mean, looking at them at the moment, at Finem bringing in the Earthshaker, that very kind of weird banners they discussed on the Bloodseeker, and Liquid, they are keeping Matuma Man on the carry. We're not going to see any Kuroki carry, at least for this game one. It will be Matuma Man Lifestealer, Miracle Naga Siren, a bit of the Resident Sleeper, but maybe the way to win this game. What are you liking about this, Fog?
Well, GH is playing the Rubik, so that's kind of interesting. He was playing mid in a couple of, I think the two games that he played they played yesterday, I want to say. So that's cool that he's playing a support, which he's known for. You know, that 8.5K support player. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how it plays out, and it looks like we had an early smoke, normal kind of stuff. They warded, blocked out the camp for Ad Finem, so Liquid doesn't have the pull, so the Rubik struggles a bit. But I like Ad Finem just because Skylark's been having such success on this Bat Rider specifically, but it does look like Liquid very much so emphasized on, like, all right, we're not going to let Skylark have a good game. You know, they picked the Lifestealer, which is very good versus it. They have Nyx on top of that. Witch Doctor in the laning phase is very strong. They have Naga Sleep in case of it. Rubik instant lift. It seems like everything is really focused on this Bat Rider.
And I'll be interested to see, of course, well, down bottom.
Bottom lane. He wants to get the room, but he doesn't want to get lifted.
Blocked out from it. Yeah, they'll let Miracle get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little bit aware of the combo that he could get caught in if he comes too close to Skylark.
I like this GH approach too. He started with the Magic Stick level 1, so he can, just like trade hits with the Bat Rider, and of course he's gonna have Sticky, so it's gonna go pretty well for them in this bottom lane. Skylark's gonna struggle a bit, even though he should be getting some fissure blocks to get free experience. And yeah, that's what MNT's gonna do. Even letting the range creep go in front, so that's pretty sick play by him.
Well, we'll see how well the back can stand up against this trialing down bottom with the backup of MNT on the Shaker. And up top, we are, of course, going to be seeing Madara going up against Nyx Assassin in what will be, for the time being, this lane where Bane's going to do his best to harass back the Nyx, create space for Madara. I mean, which lane's going to be the trickiest, do you feel? Where are we going to see the most uneven lane at the moment, do you feel?
Probably this top lane.
Yep.
I think he should. I think my control should have some trouble versus like a Bane. Like once he gets level 2, it just starts to be a bit more struggle for him. But he does have a lot of regen, and he's doing a good job of like messing with the creep equilibrium all the time. And he knows the Earthshaker's bottom, so he doesn't have to worry about a tri lane up there. So it should be like probably the hardest one for them, but that's just about it. And we do see, because bottom lane, Kuroki actually getting grabbed up here.
He's got a cast, and yeah, telekinesis as well to hold them back. Skylark just going to make sure he can do as much damage as he can during this Firefly duration. Pushing inside Liquid back.
Liquid emphasized that, the lane's pushing pretty hard because of these Earthshaker fissures, so they wanted to pull the side as much as possible because Kuroki unfortunately did miss that D-ward, so they don't have a regular pull. Bottom lane looks like they're trying to put some pressure onto the Bat Rider, but just a lift, some casual auto attacks. Mid lane, Miracle's doing super well though. 11-2 to the 6-0 Thug, so he's doing probably a little bit better than you'd expect, but that's, poor man's shield melee versus a ranged mid. It's kind of just is what it is.
And this top lane's certainly proving to be a tough one for Mind Control, as you anticipated. Out of mana, and very limited in what he can do in terms of harassment. Bottom lane though, a bit of a setup onto Skylark with the open wounds. Spirit Fire, is it going to be enough? No, it's not. First blood to Matuma Man. The tri-lane, very, very scary for this bat if he gets caught out of position. And Matuma Man, very, very happy. Picking up first blood. He's already 14 for 1. This is a great start for Matuma Man Lifestealer. Yeah,
it seems like it was maybe, I don't know if maybe miscommunication, because that was the one moment when maybe next time was actually going back to pick up more clarities and stuff from the courier, and that's when Skylark just started to play pretty aggressive with his Firefly and get into the faces of the support. So definitely a little bit over-eager by him, but maybe just, like I said, miscommunication between the two of them.
I mean, do you think we'll see Skylark return to the lane consistently, or is there going to be a point where he says, I'll go jungle, you take the lane, MNT, just try and get what you can in terms of XP on the Earthshaker?
Speak of the devil, he's actually stacking up right now, so he gets a double stack on that hard camp near the bottom lane. And yeah, MNT fissure blocks to make sure that they don't pull the side lane, and he pull the side camp, and yeah, he's getting a couple nice needed levels. But it's looking pretty good for Liquid right now, especially in this bottom lane.
Thug's starting to catch up in the mid lane. He's managed to pretty much even it out with a 14-2 against the 15-4. So keeping back on level with Miracle's farm. And it certainly feels like, indeed, across the map, it is Mind Control suffering the most at the moment. He's consistently having to go back to base and certainly falling behind in terms of what he's finding in this early game.
Yeah, he's just going for levels. I mean, he's not gonna get any farm up here whatsoever. Especially like, whenever the Bane's there, there's like not really much you could do. We actually saw at Finem use a very early scan, actually, expecting Thug to be ganked with a smoke through their ward because they didn't see the Rubik and the Witch Doctor for a bit. So early scan thrown out there and expecting some early aggression from Liquid.
Again, Skylark. Let's keep an eyes on the pull-throughs being made by Liquid. Mid lane, Thug. Has to be a little bit careful because you have got mind control actually heading towards the mid lane. He's picked up an Invis rune, and he'd love to set up for a bit of a kill attempt onto Thug. I mean, with the Nagasaren and the Riptide, it's going to be close because Thug should have the chance to lead back. There's no points in ensnare yet, so
he should be just fine.
Yeah, it's a hard kill for mind control to get.
But they don't know that he's Invis, and it looks like Spartan's actually trying to make a play here on the Nagasaren, so this actually could turn out pretty badly.
They could certainly kill the Bane.
Yeah,
they want to go on the Bane, that should be a kill. They'll set it up with the stun. Spartan, he's going to Nightmare back the Nyx Assassin, but Liquid, they've got Miracle chasing him down, and it looks like he's just too speedy. They can't actually finish the kill, so Spartan's going to be happy with that one. Meanwhile, down bottom lane, another dash for Skylark as the tri-lane moves in. And again, finding Matuma involved in another kill as he sits. 2 kills on the board, 35 CS. It's continued to be a better and better opening for this Lifestealer. Yeah,
Skylark again tried to walk in and like do some kind of cheeky play to like get some more experience and some more farm and take that big stack. But that's when he identified, he even pinged it out. He's like, they have a lane ward. They're watching my movements. They know every time I step in. So now he pinged that. That's probably going to get dewarded here. Yep, MNT puts on the ward, eats it right away. So good call by them. At least they get that little gain. But Skylark now already with 2 deaths, only level 3, while the Nyx Assassin is pretty much at the same point, so going a little bit better for Liquid right now in this laning phase.
I mean, GH and Kuroki, do you imagine that we'll continue to see them just stay down on this bottom lane, enabling Matuma, or will they look for a gank mid trying to catch out Thug? Was he just a little bit too slippy on the Mirana?
I think they can probably start making moves soon, because like Matuma has such a great start. He's already going to be level 6, plenty of stick charges. Like he doesn't have to worry too much about this Bat Rider, and at this point the Bat's going to get some levels no matter what you do. And now they're actually, speaking of which, Finem's actually making another rotation with the Bane, smoked up with the Earthshaker. Looks like they want to put pressure on this Matuma Lifestealer.
Got to be careful because Matuma has got a fair few stick charges. In fact, he will use them now, going aggressively, looking for Skylark. Raged up. There'll be a defensive Nightmare, but it doesn't matter. Matuma still gets the kill. And a killing spree for this safe lane Lifestealer. It really just gets better and better. Even with these smoke rotations from Finem, they seem to really be struggling with an answer to dealing with this safe lane Lifestealer.
That was a very worrisome situation that just happened. They're bringing both heroes for smoke, and then you're losing your offlaner anyway. And now Matuma just going to take this whole hard camp. So there's a big acceleration in experience and farm, and yeah, much needed experience for the supports though. And I think now he's probably going to transition to being more of a jungler while giving the Rubik level 6 in this lane.
Of course, whilst this all goes on, it isn't just Matuma having a good time. I mean, obviously Matuma has the kills where Madara does not, but Madara on the anti-mage still getting pretty much free farm up on the top lane. Mind Control's come back into the lane, trying to do his best, but consistently Madara just jumps forward, burns the mana of Mind Control, limiting what he can get done in the lane. So we are going to see both carries have a strong opening.
Kind of cool little approach too. He picked up an Orb of Venom. I think maybe he's doing this because like Spartan wants to like run around and roam around, so he wants to be able to pressure Mind Control as much as possible in this lane. Even though he knows he can't really solo kill him, he can just kind of push him out, and with the slow, it's a little bit more obnoxious. And now, speaking of which, Spartan going for the rotation, and this is a pretty free kill on MC here.
Yeah, Brain Sap and the Fisher. There'll be a Mana Void. Mind Control trying to get himself out. The Blink force there. Madara finds the kill. GH has come in with the TP. Telekinesis isn't going to be there for the time being as he's held back by a Nightmare. And he will get out. Madara's got Blink up in a second, so he should be fine as well. So Finem come in for the kill. They get themselves out.
Nice rotation. They even forced a double TP, so now Skylark gets a little bit of breathing room bottom to get some much needed farm, which he needs on himself. With like, you know, 3 deaths already to the Lifestealer.
Mid lane Thug being pressured. Still though, net worth wise for Thug and Miracle, it's close, but Miracle's slightly ahead. Wow, look at that. I mean, this is indeed Miracle. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we haven't seen this one before. Miracle's first pro game on Nagasaren. So, I mean, so far, so good. He's been farming a treat up in the mid lane. Just be interesting to see how he is able to play this on.
He's last hitting very well. And his skill build, I mean, he got the perfect items too. You know, with the raindrop, Aquila, you get that extra bonus mana regen. Yeah, he's doing very well. We'll see how his micro kind of holds up, because if you haven't played it too many times, maybe like the first few times it's a little shaky, but I mean it's Miracle. He should be just fine to throw illusions all over.
Yeah, and as we saw with that stat, 63 different heroes he's been has played over his competitive career, so very versatile player, of course.
And Mind Control actually goes back for the Iron Talon now, so he can get a little bit more farm and levels, because he's like we kind of thought was going to happen. He's struggling pretty hard in that top lane, but almost level 6 either way. Nice D ward coming out from KuroKy up in that top lane too now. So,
and the thing is, if Miracle obviously does continue to get space, get that Radiance timing, they've got him, the Lifestealer. How well can Finem take this one? Like, say we see like in game 2 of the last series, he gets to like a 60-minute epic. Is there a side that clearly wins in terms of late game, or do both teams have late game potential?
I think that Liquid's lineup kind of just wins in the late game, but you're playing versus Finem. We saw in this last series especially too, like these guys are just incredibly aggressive with their team fighting potential, and they even said it themselves in the interview with MNT. He's like, we felt like we were in a bad position after we messed up that high ground push, but we knew we got to win it, take it late. So these guys, they always have a little bit of a plan just in case.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but whatever.
Into my map. Continue with these side pulls, just finding as much as he can from the lane. MNT, the one sitting down there at the moment, seeing what he can sap in terms of XP. Thug clearing out some creeps in the jungle. Skylark's heading over there as well.
Yeah, I mean they're splitting up both the supports now. So KuroKy sitting mid, GH is sitting bottom, and they have both the cores just jungling or all 3 cores actually jungling. Even Mind Control is doing jungle, so they're content with the way the pace of the game is going right now on the side of Liquid.
And Mind Control has got the 6 now. So we'll see if he wants to try and set something up across the map. I mean,
pretty hard for
where's
them
the best
to
place
kill.
for him to go? That's the question. Is there anyone that you can look to find? I mean, Thug's relatively low at the moment, hanging around mid.
That's probably the best kill, you know, with an Infest Bomb. They're probably going to meet up and try to do that. They might be able to bring the Anti-Mage down if they just get like very nice casks and a Rubik rotation on top of it, but we'll see how they do it, because they don't even have the mana actually for Mind Control to use stun out of Vendetta.
And Dire have to scan this area a little too early though. It won't clip the movement from Mind Control.
I don't think that they're going to be able to kill Madara at all, but the support for sure. So let's see if they find Spartan here hiding in the trees. They caught a glimpse of him.
Yeah, they did.
But they don't have the mana for the stun, so this could be quite a dive here, but Spartan. Okay, they're just going to go for it.
They don't need the touch there. Nightmare will come through. Brain Stack keeps him alive for a little bit of time. The TPs are coming in though, so Mind Control has to be careful. Jump forward there with the spike for Empress. Holding back Madara, who still comes through though. With the
and they even TP Skylark.
Lasso onto Matuma Man. This is big for Finem. Matuma Man with the armlet toggling in the rage, looking to get himself out of that. And with the cast coming back as well, he's actually going to be able to get himself away. Nice little play as he does escape, but they do lose the offlaner's life, and they do just get the support for it.
Nice TP by Skylark, at least just to get involved early on, because he had, you know, he struggled a bit with his laning phase, so he's trying to get involved and try to get some extra farm. But yeah, Miracle during all this is just completely free farming, and he's on a very good timing right now. 2,200 gold with all these small items, even the Iron Talon finished up. He's happy with the way the game's going. Yeah,
it's just it's good getting to a messy Naga Siren game. I mean, because in terms of kind of moving around the map and catching him out, I guess they can. The Bat Skylark is going for the drums build. I mean, is that the play for? Do they need to do something about Miracle now? If he does get the Radiance, how much of an issue is that for their lineup? Like, can they deal with a Radiance Naga?
They're definitely gonna struggle to deal with it, because they don't. It's really gonna be hard for them to actually get like good pick-off potentials. It's just pretty much Skylark going for it. Like the Fiend's Grip, I feel like they picked the Bane more so for the lifesteal. They didn't really obviously know that the Naga was going to be coming out later, so it's going to be hard for them to find the real Naga, at least in this game. Like their combo is going to be what, like Moonlight Shadow into a Batrider Lasso for the attempts of that, but they just want to make as much space as possible for Madara to farm, because if he's like even with the Naga, that's quite decent. But the fact that they're dealing with a lifestealer on top of that is kind of problematic, just because of his accelerated start from the Batrider deaths. And KuroKy is, I like what KuroKy's doing here. He has 3 points in the cask, and he's saving his other 2 points still. So he hasn't decided if he wants the Voodoo Restoration or the Maledict. More than likely, we'll see the Voodoo. But top lane, GH playing a little bit over eager here, but he does steal the Fissure. But he's gonna die.
He was out there on his own, right underneath the tier 1. That was deep play from the Rubik. At the same time, down lane, Madara looking for Matuma Man, jumping behind the tower. Matuma Man with the armlet toggling. He's going to do his best to make them work for this. Mind control is there as well to help him out. Madara just blinks away. Good awareness there, realizing that backup is very much likely to be inbound as he heads back. Until man keeps himself alive though.
What? Did he get him on the armlet toggle? Well, that just happened. I mean,
oh, splat!
He probably didn't expect the Nurse Shaker just to come down there and finish it, but mid lane, Skylark. We actually do have the 2 points of Maledict on KuroKy. He gets them on Skylark, but a nice drag back under the tower. See if he's able to pick up KuroKy with Thug there. He should be able to just fine.
And they've got a DD on Miracle, but yeah, he's got to turn and run. Nice little use of the illusions to block the arrow, but I want to see a replay of that Shaker play.
Bottom lane. Miracle, or Mind Control getting doven up here from 3 heroes. Should just go down, but nice little jukes. He's got stun up in 2, 1.
Hey! He's out!
And
JK, MNC's there again with these fishes. I mean, he's racking up a tasty bit of bonus gold with these skills.
yeah, he's got his Tranquil Soul Ring. Pretty ideal for him right now. GH with the rotation. He has a stolen arrow too, but not looking to use it.
Jumps out on Skylark.
So he's going for just like tanky frontline build. He's trying to be not worrying too much about the blink dagger, just because playing versus like Naga sleep, lift, like all these different things.
We've got the look at this replay.
Let's see what we got.
Oh,
Where's the toggle? I mean that's the dream for a Nurse Shaker right there.
Value. That's value. Wow. We have it. Battle Fury's now done for Madaria. 13.5 minutes in, mid lane.
Sleep setup.
Yep. Here we go, stolen arrow. Oh, nope, you don't. It was a good attempt, it was a sweet attempt, but Thug's there quick with the leap. Timing not quite there, it's a hard timing to hit.
That's a big usage though, that's a 3-minute cooldown on the song now, so now Finem's gonna look to be on the aggressive for sure, because that's these guys, they like to fight, and when a cooldown like that's used, that's their green light right now.
I mean, what are we talking in terms of money on, he's got the relic, hasn't he?
He's got the relic now.
He's got the relic. So this is still brilliant timing.
Yeah, and now he's picking up an arcane ring too, so that's gonna help him accelerate his farm a little bit more in the next couple minutes. I want to see maybe next time has to be watching out though to make sure his treasure doesn't get stolen. Up lane, nice arrow, stun. It's still gonna be hard to kill him.
Look at this stun lock. It isn't enough.
He's got the blink, but definitely not a good hit.
Hey, they've done one. Could they do another? They've actually managed to find out the pain elsewhere as Matuma Man picks up Spartan. GH God. He's got the stolen blink. Does he want to go for this telekinesis in 4 seconds?
Space for mid tower. Miracle now basically has the Radiance finished up. 900 gold on top of the relic, as you were mentioning. And Matumberman almost has his Echo Saber with the armlet. So it's definitely looking good. A little bit better for Liquid here.
You think so?
But yeah, it's not like out of control just yet. It's just a couple little mistakes. Getting the kill on the anti-mage there is massive. He just picked up the Battle Fury.
And they only just got it, but really nicely done.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going to be anti-mage versus Naga. The battle of the resident sleepers from both sides. But at the moment, it's certainly not been like that. We've had a lot of cool plays coming out. So hopefully that will continue. I hope we don't fall into kind of the super passive state of 4 Protect 1. But
this is at Finem.
Like
Come on.
Yeah, at Finem. They don't roll with that. They don't roll with that.
They don't want that to be happening.
They want to fight. They want blood. They want murder.
I mean, the song is still on cooldown for almost 2 minutes, so they still have go time. They have the Bane Fiend's Grip, they have Echo Slam, they have Lasso, they have all the tools they need to fight right now, but losing the anti-mage right when he gets Battle Fury is probably the most unfortunate thing that could ever happen.
Yes, just as his farm was about to kick off, setback, more money into the pocket of Miracle, who's only a few hundred gold away from that recipe. And indeed, elsewhere, on the side of our Finem, you look towards Thug. Thug's nearly got the Agnems, so only 250 gold, and Marana will have that complete.
Yeah, he's very farmed, actually. I didn't realize how close he was to it.
14 minutes,
14-minute Agnems, that's what you want. You're level 11 as well, level 2 arrow, max leap already. So, is anyone on the side of Liquid actually carrying Reveal? Okay, they only have 1 sentry right now for the Moonlight Shadow, which could be quite devastating in this next upcoming engagement, but at the same time, Liquid has very good wards right now. They have eyes on both Thug and the Earthshaker right now near the Ancients, and they even placed that 1 ward when they were going to kill the Anti-Mage before, so good vision.
Hopefully we'll get Madara back in this one fairly shortly.
Yeah, it seems like the players seem to be having some lag issues currently, so.
There we go. He's back in. The G is called. Boo. get ourselves back on with the action.
And they're aware of the vision too. The way that the anti-mage died there, they're like, okay, there's a ward here. They knew. They just knew way too well where he was positioned.
Bottom lane, they've actually looks got their eyes on GH maybe. You've got both Skylark and
Spartan
heading
making
down,
the move
yeah.
down. He's got the Fiend's grip.
GH, he has a
He's gonna
blink,
to get this.
so he can react. Can he react
Instant
quick enough?
blink, too.
Whip-a-boo. Off he goes. He's back.
Oh, but he's chasing. That's a max blink. You don't dive that.
Yeah, GH is fine. And there we have it. 15-minute radiance, boys and girls.
He's ahead of his
15-minute
timing.
Radiance.
Yeah, he's ahead of where he wants to be even. Like that's yeah, more than ideal for the Naga Siren here. 15 minutes with all these small items as well, having that. Looking very good for Liquid right now.
Nice. This game just got a whole lot harder for Finem. With a Radiance now on the board. GH God still playing around down bottom. Scarlet's going to look for the cutoff, but the blink back's there. GH, he'll be fine. Finem with the 5-man down here. They won't get the kill. But they should be able to get the tower. The thing is that at the same time, Liquid just looking for a bit of a split push. Kuroki and Mind Control eyes towards the top. They're not going to be able to push as quick as Finem, of course, as Finem take the tower. And already sending TPs back to the tier 2, so may even look to try and defend this one. As, yeah, indeed more TPs coming through. So Liquid won't be able to find the tower trade. But it really is all eyes on Miracle. With that Radiance, we're about to see what he can do. And of course, as the stats said, his first debut performance on the Naga Siren in competitive Dota.
Yep, splitting up the illusions already, trying to take some of the farm from Finim's jungle as well as those. So good job by him. Lasso.
Yeah, straight up onto Kuroki. They see an opportunity, and with the Fisher from MNT, they'll take it. Kuroki to 4.
Oh, and he steals the Fissure though.
Oh,
for maybe next time, but
he's not on the man. He's got 5 stick charges and a soul ring. Arrow's not going to connect. GH should be fine. And so he'll run away. At the same time, they're mid lane, but Timmerman and Mind Control coming in with the Infest Bomber, and it's a big kill. They take down Madara, down for 40 seconds. And we've seen this now twice, you know. Liquid's, they've got Miracle up on the board farming, and in 2 kind of subsequent incidents,
he's going down here.
And with Doug as well, this is really starting to get scary for Finem now. You've lost 2 of your big cores, and Liquid, they're going to just continue to farm at a rate that's going to be hard to catch up with if you're dead.
Yeah, they're struggling to find the opportunities. Like, Sleep was down for those, like, 3 minutes, and they didn't use a single Fiend's Grip. They still haven't used an Echo Slam, so they're really having a hard time finding the opportunities to go on Liquid and make some plays happen. But now, they do have the Skylark Blink Dagger, but he has been pretty active with his lassos, even without it, so they have to find a way to incorporate this Bane a bit better with the Earthshaker rotation. I mean, MNT's had some great rotations with the Fissures, but the Fiend's Grips have not been able to happen just yet.
Absolutely not. And so 1700 on Miracle on top of Radiance. I imagine what he just goes for the stand and get the bots. Manta style, Octarine.
Yep. Not
going to see too much kind of divergence from the standard Naga build.
Just the best build. It's very good this game as well versus what Finem has to. They kind of struggle to deal with those illusions very early in the game, except for the Mirana.
I mean, I guess of course with the Song TP, you can still play around it with both the arrow, also the Fisher. I believe you can cast it from outside the range of the Song, can't you? So they do have methods of kind of catching Miracle if he does go for the split push plays.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. But you have to be, you look at with especially bottom lane now. It's the stun to get the last one.
The last on it, Jim. Oh, they've just lost 2. I mean, Finem, they've got to be careful. They are really throwing quite a lot in the way of Liquid. And Timmerman now sitting on 2.1k gold with the Echo Saber Armlet Blightstone. If he wants to get that Death done, he's going to have it very shortly. And he'll be able to fight. And at this stage of the game, Liquid, they can kind of go for this four-man team fight and just have Miracle pushing out the lanes, farming out the map, as he's doing perfectly with the micros, sending the illusions to all the camps and the bottom lane.
Yeah. Stolen Fisher coming into work right now, and Spartan, and he's just dead. This is scary.
Finem is starting to fall apart here.
Yeah, and the fact that, you know, the 2 times that they killed the anti-mage now with the Life Stealer, he doesn't even have the Desolator like you were mentioning. Once he has that Deso, they're going to burst him down so much easier. Like, they were killing him without it. Now it's just going to be easy.
Yeah, it's been a very, very clean game from the Timmerman. Only going down that once, down the bottom with a bit of a whiff of the armlet toggling against the surprise Fisher. But other than that, 8-1-2. But Timmerman looking very good, and they found themselves an ancient stack, and they'll do their best to take some of this away from Finem.
Yeah, everyone on the side of Liquid just doing very well.
Oh.
Jumps in the Dragon. He should be just fine. And GH even is going to be picking up a Blink Dagger on that Rubik very soon, which is going to be very lovely for him to get easy setups as well as disrupt the Bat Rider initiations because he doesn't have a Force Staff. And they even have Nyx Carapace on top of that too.
Aye,
indeed. They are.
Yeah. The fact that Miracle and Matuma Man are just in such a good position.
Structures are fortified.
Yeah, I mean, it's 20 minutes in. When have you seen an Ad Finem team, like that team of Ad Finem, not using one of their support heroes' ultimates by 20 minutes? Still no Fiend Scripts being able to be used. And now the Blink's already finished on the Rubik, so he has some free steals if it does get used.
Yeah, a lot of very tasty spells for GH to get his hands on this game. As we've already seen, getting the Blink earlier, stealing the arrow, stealing the Fisher. A lot of very, very nice spells.
Yep. Now the Desolator finished up.
Yeah, these Infest bombs are going to get even scarier now for the side of Ad Finem. They've got to be careful where they head out on the map. And as we can see, just kind of clearing out the creep wave here down on the bottom lane, Matuma Man, allowing the team to take down the town with the Desolator. They'll make short work of it. More money into the pocket of GH. As, I mean, just looking down the map as well, just the fact that GH has got that early, decent Blink timing, as you mentioned earlier.
This is an Ad Finem team that doesn't want to fight.
Yep.
This is not the Ad Finem that we are used to seeing. This is definitely not them in their comfort zone either. They are completely on the back foot and just waiting for this anti-mage to try to kick in. But Liquid doesn't want. They're not going to let that happen. They're smoked up. They're already running at him, running through the mid lane. They've got the Infest already on mind control. They've got Kuroki is there as well. They've got the Blink Rubik.
Oh,
and
they're gonna find him.
They're gonna find him here.
No, they're gonna find the Earthshaker.
Find the
That's
Earthshaker
good.
first.
Yeah, that's good for Madara. He was coming over to farm that area of the jungle, so that'll give him the info to get the hell out of there. Skylark eyeing up Kuroki, but already TP's out. You know, Madara, he's the hell out of there. Skylark heads down to the south, looking to escape, and already in the tree line as well. Thug will TP away, so they do manage to get everyone out of there. Obviously, Earthshaker kind of tanking the gang, but in good news for Ad Finem, because they don't lose the anti-mage again.
Yeah, Liquid gets some nice aggressive wards though down. They get one deep in the mid lane near the secret shop, and they get one in that top lane. So they're aware of all the moves that Ad Finem's going to be doing for the next couple minutes, and I don't think those wards are going to get taken out at all.
And it really just is the fact that in this case, Matuma Man, a very dominant pushing force with the Deso. He's cleared out tier 2 in the mid lane. There's the wave pushing in up top, so Liquid can look for the next tower already.
Yeah, Dire Scan clips Matumba, but they aren't aware of how many heroes are there, so Ad Finem is just playing very afraid. They're just playing on the bottom side of the map and just afraid of their own jungle, which they should be. Mind control even goes back for the Midas, so he's feeling like, he's just like, you know, the later this game goes, it's just better and better for us. They don't really have tools to deal with the Naga because of how farmed he is already. And Rubik now even steals another arrow. So GH. I think it steals.
Tower taken, and mind control backing. Hunting for their own jungle. They see the trails of the Bat Rider.
This is a great pickup now, great purchase from Skylark. They're feeling the pressure, as we've been mentioning, and they pick up a gem. So that's definitely the best tool that they could do right now in order to alleviate the pressure off of Madara. They're even trying to give maybe next time some farm now too. The anti-mage actually just left one of the camps for him to try to clean up.
They didn't have
sentry.
They had the sentry.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
I was like, that was quick.
He saw him, he knew. He was playing it cool, Madara. And Matuma Man's still hanging around. He knows he's got the backup of Liquid. Ad Finem do have pretty much the entirety of their team there as well, though.
Clip Skylark, he has the gem even on him too.
A long-ass stun.
They're going to be able to chase that? No, it's a little bit too deep for them. That would have been a very big kill, though. That's the gem. Madara, though, not doing so bad. You know, he's got the Manta now finished up. He's a bit behind. Sleep now. Catches 3 heroes. The arrow's out. Right on Skylark.
Brilliantly done. That'll be a defensive nightmare, but it's not going to save him. Thug jumps in. The Star Storm, but the ensnare down onto the Bane. They pick up a second one. Double kill from Matuma Man. The sleep setup. Very successful for Liquid. Just to get 2 more kills. Keep the momentum going. I mean, are they at a point where they can push high ground, or do you think we'll still see the game kind of hang on and get to a later stage before they go too aggressive?
Probably just with Rage. You can just walk up and hit it a few times with Rage and then back up and then rinse, repeat over and over.
Yep.
Until they feel like, you know, until they feel like they're not in a safe position, which is probably right after this. Yeah, they're going to just back up. But they do still have the level 1 healing, level 1 voodoo restoration with a couple urn charges too, so at least being able to heal him up. But yeah, in that initiation there, Skylark lost his brand new gem, so it's very devastating for Finem, and it's looking quite grim for them. But Madara is trying his best to keep the lanes pushed out.
Matuma just continuing to farm the Ancients of Finem, limiting the potential for Madara's farm.
Smoke up now from Finem.
They need to find something bigger at Finem, and they're going to find Matuma straight in. Golasso, the response is there with Spike Carrots into the Firefly. Matuma falling low. He's going to get taken down by the Starstorm. In fact, with the mana point, Madara, he's managed to pick up a second. The dust will be popped. They're trying to get out. Madara moves forward, takes the double kill. Mind control. Looks like they don't have the vision, of course, with the gem already being lost. They have a sentry up on the high ground. They're dropping wards, but Mind Control is headed the right way, keeping the gem safe. But they lose 3 heroes there, Liquid. Great initiation from Finem, catching them off guard. But look at Miracle, meanwhile. He's got 5.5k gold in his pocket at 25 minutes in. It really does feel like a game where Finem could get well and truly Naga Sirened.
Madara already picking up a Basher though. Like that engagement there was very good for them. Getting those 3 kills was massive. You know, the Lifesteal was getting completely out of control. It's a big kill streak going Thug's way. The illusions though. They've got the sleep up too.
Miracle.
TBs are coming in.
Aye, aye, aye.
Mind Control's in position.
Here we have Miracle with the song.
It's not quite low enough though, but they do have the setup on 3 heroes.
Mind Control indeed looking for the perfect angle. The stun comes through. There's the slam response, though they jump forward. They're looking for Mind Control first, but the cast has been popped out. Now with the ensnare, the death ward onto the battle remedy. They've lost a third on Finem. They will find the Rubik kill. Madara that has to get himself the hell out of there. MMT holding back Mind Control with the Fisher. But Liquid, the ones to take 3 off the back of that song setup. They'll take Roche as well. Again, it doesn't get any better for Finem. It really doesn't. It's falling downhill very quickly. And taking the 3-for-1 trade, getting the Roche, getting the Aegis, Octarine, now complete on Miracle at 26 minutes. This game could get rough for the Greeks.
Interesting too, if you saw Miracle's build, he went for 4 points in net rather than doing like the 1 point in nets or stats that we do see most Naga Sirens do. So definitely showing, you know, that he's doing a bit of a different build than we usually do see, at least in the skill build. So Earthshaker, easily 700 gold from Blink Dagger, so they'll have that second tool of initiation quite soon. And looking at the net worth, it's about almost 11,000 gold in lead of Liquid right now. So
Liquid looking for fights. Mind Control Vendetted up, and inside him Matuma Man ready to pack a punch. Finem playing safe though.
Yeah,
that's how Screwed up and backed away. They know that Liquid are going to be looking for these kind of plays, and in fact, well, Mind Control. See if he catches anyone out here. MNT and down the Fishers. Mind Control knows he's in the area, and they'll just pop out. They'll look to take the tier 2 tower out of the hands of Finem.
Yep. So Spartan did get a Fiend's Grip off earlier, but it lasted about 0.1 seconds. So he did cast it once, but it wasn't like the worst situation because they did get those kills off of it. So let's see if he's able to get a couple more off. But GH now with Blink and Force Staff, he's able to really position himself to get some great steals.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And this really feels like it's just panning out to be a textbook game for Miracle.
Yeah,
hasn't died at all, and in terms of the farming, it's been pretty much perfect. Manta style, it's I've been pretty much going to be there, but he's just picking up the ultimate ore from the side shot. Yeah, 376 CS at 28 minutes in. It doesn't get any better for the Naga Siren.
Middle tower is under attack.
And the fact that the team's playing so well around it as well, Liquid. You know, you've constantly got the 4 of them out looking for blood, not giving anything away to the side of Finem, and just making sure it's a very stable kind of backbone performance to allow Miracle's Naga Siren to excel.
They do get the lasso, but he has Aegis, but they're pulling him pretty far back.
Oh, let me just start to
should be pretty okay.
Yeah, looks like they won't be able to even pop him once. Miracle's coming with the TP and has the sleep available if they need it. Matuma Man open wounding the creeps, trying to heal himself back up. Has the Voodoo Restoration in the back of his team. Arrow comes through, but it's blocked by the creep.
Full Abyssal finished up for Madara right now, so he has no buyback and he's ready to fight.
And he really needs to as well at this point, especially with Assault Cuirass finished on Matuma Man. The sieging capabilities getting stronger and stronger for Liquid.
Man, he's gonna get bursted down so quickly on the anti-mage if he gets locked down and they don't have any backup for him. He has to be very careful with his positioning.
Jump in, trying to lift MNT down out of the base, can't quite get the distance.
He really wants to steal that fissure.
They want to make as much use as they can of this Aegis. 2 minutes left on the timer. Matuma Man up onto the tier 3s. Arrow connects onto Nyx Assassin, but MicroShock gets the spike carapace off in time. Matuma Man clears the wave. Again, Finem having to be very careful about how they decide to jump into this one. Not wanting to commit a lot to blowing the Aegis on the Lifestealer. And that's going to be Matuma Man's just going to get it free reign at hammering in at the Rex. They pop the fortification, but Liquid, they're pushing and they're pushing in hard.
Yeah, Miracles keep sending illusions to the mid lane too as expected, so the wave was kind of messed up. So Madara makes the call that he just needs to completely split push because it's too much for them to handle at this point. They can't kill him with Tumba twice. There's just no way with the backup that he has with Song as well as all the other heroes.
And that's because he just... The micro from Miracle making it very hard for any sort of Blink Dagger initiation. Nice. Now move forward. They will pop him down once. Madara jumps in. The lasso onto Micro training back, but the Song from Miracle. Again, being so disruptive for Finem in these fights. They do get the Fiend Script from outside of it though. Looking to kill Matuma Man the second time. They might just do it with a Fissure as well. They definitely have it found it. They do lose the life, they're in for the extra damage. Look at the Miracle, but Miracle just with the Ultramarine heal, they just can't kill the Nagasaran and they've lost the Anti-Mage. They may have killed Matuma Man, but that's Madara out. And as you said, he went in on the Abyssal Purchase, so he doesn't have buyback. He's gone for a full minute.
Yeah, and they seem to be aware of this. Matuma Man buys back, and they're just going to go for 2 Raxes here. It seems like they know. Like they were like, okay, he's got a pistol blade. Like there's no way he has buyback. This is our time to go. GH with the lift. Do they have the net? Gets him later on, but still pushes him away from the Rax, and this is them being able to do some damage on it. Maybe be able to take it down. Skylark in a pretty hard situation. Gets clipped by the Carapace stun, and he should be dead.
A lot of trouble here, indeed, with the Vendetta hit. Skylark brought low.
Rax is going down.
Quite be able to finish him, and that is indeed the problem. They're losing the base, and they're losing it quick. Mid lane cleared out. They're 1 lane of Rex and a tier 3 away from being Mega Creep. Nyx Assassin, Mind Control, has the Axe complete as well. And you've got Diffusal Blade done as well for Miracle. It's, you know, so you can't really blame Finem. I'm sure they weren't expecting the Miracle Nagasaran because, you know, hey, it's never happened before in Pro Dota, at least what Miracle playing it. But a very strong performance from him. Attending the fights at the right time as well. It hasn't been a super passive play from him. He's always been there with the Song when the team needs it. And the fact that they're 20k lead ahead now, it's going to be a hard one for Finem to pull back. Yeah, but we have seen Finem pull some amazing kind of comebacks out of the pockets.
Yeah, this one I would say is quite a bit harder than the last one because they already lost the 2 Raxes so early, and with the lead that's so massive on the side of Liquid, it's just hard. Liquid has been very good and very keen about keeping the aggression up with these Infest bombs with Mind Control. Speak of the devil, mid lane, Madara getting initiated on, and is he gonna get bursted down? He's gonna be close. And
he's indeed down for 75 seconds. They'll come up with the lasso, but again, Miracle with the Song. They just call it. They know they're about to get 3-man stunned up and beat down upon an Finem. They step out. They've had enough of the Nagasaran. They don't want to have to deal with the threat of it anymore. They'll give it up this game on. Team Liquid take the victory. And indeed,